Welcome back to American Car Legends, the channel where timeless icons, bold designs, and unforgettable machines come back to life. Today we're diving into a name that once defined personality on four wheels. A car that made millions smile and proved that small cars could have massive character. This is the 2026 Volkswagen Beetle, a modern reawakening of one of the most recognizable shapes in automotive history.
The original Beetle was never just a car, it was a cultural symbol. From post-war Europe to the streets of America in the 1960s, it represented freedom, simplicity, and individuality.
It became the people's car, the counterculture icon, and eventually a nostalgic treasure. Now in 2026, Volkswagen brings the Beetle back once again, but this time with a bold vision for the future, blending heritage design with electric innovation. At first glance, you instantly know it's a Beetle. That unmistakable rounded silhouette returns, with smooth curves flowing from the hood to the roofline and down to the rear. The 2026 model keeps the friendly circular headlight design, but now there's sleek LED matrix units that glow with a modern signature. The front fascia is clean and minimal, especially in the fully electric variant, with no traditional grille, just a subtle illuminated Volkswagen emblem that lights up as you approach the car. The side profile remains iconic. Short overhangs, pronounced wheel arches, and that domed roof create a playful yet athletic stance. The new Beetle sits slightly lower and wider than its predecessor, giving it better road presence and a more confident feel. Stylish two-tone paint options pay tribute to classic Beetles of the past, while modern alloy wheels ranging from 17 to 20 inches add a sporty touch. At the rear, the familiar rounded shape continues, but with a futuristic twist. LED taillights stretch slightly into the fenders, creating a more dynamic look at night. The rear hatch is practical and wide-opening, proving that even a nostalgic design can adapt to modern expectations. But the biggest transformation lies beneath the surface. The 2026 Volkswagen Beetle is built on Volkswagen's latest electric platform. That means it's no longer powered by a rear-mounted air-cooled engine like the original. Instead, it runs on a fully electric drivetrain designed for efficiency, performance, and sustainability. The base model features a single electric motor producing around 220 horsepower, delivering smooth and instant acceleration. Thanks to the low-mounted battery pack, the Beetle has a lower center of gravity than ever before, improving handling and stability. It feels planted in corners, agile in city traffic, and surprisingly composed on highways. For those who want more excitement, Volkswagen offers a dual-motor all-wheel drive version producing close to 320 horsepower. This version transforms the Beetle from a cute cruiser into a genuinely quick hatchback, capable of sprinting from 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds. It's a reminder that modern electric performance can live comfortably inside a classic silhouette. Range is competitive, with the standard battery offering approximately 300 miles on a full charge, while the extended range option pushes closer to 350 miles. Fast charging capability allows the Beetle to recharge from 10 to 80% in about 30 minutes, making it practical for road trips and daily commuting alike. Step inside and the cabin perfectly balances retro charm with cutting-edge technology. The dashboard design echoes the simplicity of the original Beetle, with a horizontal layout and body-colored trim panels that match the exterior paint.
A minimalist aesthetic keeps the interior feeling open and welcoming.
In front of the driver sits a fully digital instrument cluster that can be customized to display navigation, range information, performance data, and classic-inspired graphics that mimic the old analog speedometer. At the center of the dashboard, a large floating touchscreen handles infotainment duties. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard, along with over-the-air software updates and voice control. Volkswagen has also included subtle nostalgic touches. The glove box features a small Heritage Edition badge on select trims. The seats offer optional plaid fabric reminiscent of classic Beetle interiors, while higher trims include sustainable leather alternatives and ambient lighting with customizable colors. Despite its compact footprint, the 2026 Beetle offers impressive interior space thanks to its electric platform. With no traditional transmission tunnel and a flat floor, rear passengers enjoy better legroom than previous generations. The front seats are supportive and comfortable, designed for both city drives and longer journeys. Practicality has also improved. The rear hatch opens to reveal a surprisingly usable cargo area, and the rear seats fold down to expand storage capacity. Whether it's groceries, luggage, or weekend adventure gear, the new Beetle adapts to modern lifestyles.
Safety has come a long way since the original Beetle's humble beginnings. The 2026 model is packed with advanced driver assistance systems. adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, automatic emergency braking, and rear cross-traffic alert all come standard. Higher trims add semi-autonomous highway driving capability, making long commutes less stressful. On the road, the Beetle feels refined and quiet. Electric propulsion eliminates engine noise, allowing wind and road noise to be minimized through improved insulation. Steering is precise and light, perfect for urban maneuvering, while the suspension strikes a comfortable balance between sporty handling and everyday comfort.
One of the most impressive aspects of the 2026 Beetle is how it captures emotion. Driving it doesn't feel like piloting just another electric hatchback, it feels special. People smile when they see it. It sparks conversations at charging stations. It carries history in its shape while embracing the future with confidence. Volkswagen understands that nostalgia alone isn't enough. That's why the 2026 Beetle isn't just a retro design exercise. It's a serious contender in the compact EV market. Competitive pricing positions it against other electric hatchbacks, making it accessible to younger buyers while still appealing to longtime fans of the brand. Special editions are expected as well, including a sportier GT variant with enhanced suspension tuning and unique styling details. Imagine a Beetle with subtle aerodynamic upgrades, performance brakes, and distinctive badging, a tribute to the spirit of classic rally-inspired Beetles of decades past. Color choices play a huge role in the Beetle's personality. From classic pastel blues and soft yellows to bold reds and modern metallic grays, each shade transforms the character of the car. Volkswagen even offers customizable accent packages, allowing owners to personalize mirror caps, wheel designs, and interior trims.
Sustainability is another key focus. The interior materials incorporate recycled plastics and eco-friendly fabrics, while the production process aims to reduce carbon emissions significantly.
Volkswagen positions the Beetle not just as a nostalgic icon, but as a responsible step toward the future of mobility. For American buyers especially, the Beetle carries deep emotional roots. It was once an unlikely success story in a land of big V8s and muscle cars. It carved out its own identity, proving that charm and efficiency could stand proudly beside horsepower and chrome. The 2026 version continues that rebellious spirit, offering electric efficiency in a world still dominated by SUVs. And speaking of SUVs, it's refreshing to see a manufacturer revive a compact car in a market flooded with crossovers. The Beetle stands out precisely because it refuses to follow the crowd. It celebrates individuality, just like the original did generations ago. Ultimately, the 2026 Volkswagen Beetle represents more than just a comeback. It represents evolution. It honors its past without being trapped by it. It brings advanced technology, real-world practicality, and genuine driving enjoyment into a shape that has stood the test of time. For those who grew up with a Beetle in the driveway, this new generation feels like meeting an old friend who has grown wiser and stronger. For younger drivers discovering the name for the first time, it offers a unique alternative to ordinary compact cars. In a rapidly changing automotive world where electrification is rewriting the rules, the Beetle proves that history and innovation can coexist beautifully. It reminds us that cars aren't just transportation, they're memories, emotions, and expressions of personality. The 2026 Volkswagen Beetle is not trying to be the biggest, the fastest, or the most extreme. It's trying to be something far more powerful, unforgettable. And in that mission, it succeeds. Thank you for joining us today on American Car Legends. If you love seeing classic names reborn with modern power and purpose, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more legendary stories on four wheels. Until next time, keep the passion alive and the legends rolling.